Hi, I'm B Triple, and this is Fluffy. Welcome to Viewer Takeover.
This is the Midnight Gamescast. We record every Tuesday afternoon at midnight. We bring it to YouTube every Wednesday as the weekly wrap-up. We must have talked about Skyrim considerably.
It was Skyrim?
You know it.
Skyrim out?
Yeah. Shit. Let's look back. Yep.
Every Thursday is PlayStation VR Theater. No. And every Friday, every today, as Viewer Takeover, where we let you, the loyal Game Cats, take over the show. We scour the questions, we scour the videos for your questions and your comments, and we choose our favorites. We copy and paste them into a word processing document that adds question marks where they don't belong, and then we read them and kind of make fun of you. We apologize in advance.
That's exactly what we do.
As always, I'm Brian, that's Jeremy, this is Michelle, and this is Viewer Takeover. Man, we want to thank B Tribble for that awesome
and Fluffy
and Fluffy, who is so fluffy.
Fluffy, I mean aptly named, right?
Yes.
It's been awesome if he was like, "This is my cat Fluffy," and
like
it had no hair.
Yeah. It's like Mr. Bigglesworth. What was that from Austin Powers?
Yeah.
Bigglesworth.
That sounds right.
Yeah.
So like wrinkly.
Fluffy.
Yeah.
So thank you, Vicho, for sending that in and showing everybody how it's done. Make sure if you want to introduce next week's Viewer Takeover or the week after, I don't know how many we have lined up in the queue, but
Not
make sure
enough.
you send your Viewer Takeover video with to withoutparole@gmail.com.
Yep.
Keep it nice and simple, guys. Short and sweet.
Yeah.
Just the way we like it.
Just like it's been the last few weeks. Perfect.
I don't know. That didn't sound right at all, did it?
Short and sweet.
Yeah. Oh, God. We also want to thank a few other people.
You're welcome.
Those down there are our loyal Patreon supporters.
Yes.
Now, you can go over to patreon.com/withoutparolegames and give us $1 a month. And Jeremy, for that $1 a month, what do our loyal Patreon supporters, these people down here, what do they get for their money?
For just $1,
Just tell me when it's over.
or $1 or more a month, you would get each week a special video. We each all assume the whole
Role of host.
role of host.
On the break when you were in the bathroom,
I never get this down.
I was just telling him how natural he is on camera, how comfortable he is. And then
How's that going for you?
He freaks the fuck out every time this
Well, you put him on spot.
Yeah. So yeah, for just $1 or more a month, we all take the role of host, and for 2 to fucking however long, we talk about anything. Not even really PSVR related that much anymore. Just usually anything.
Not really ever.
It's just something to show our appreciation to you guys. You donate your money to us, and we appreciate it. And
that's pretty nice.
Yeah.
it's getting better. I mean, next week I didn't have a paper.
It's getting better all the time.
Is that one yours right there?
Probably crinkled
It
up
might be.
somewhere.
I did say by week 3 I would try to not use the paper, and I really fucked it
It was
up.
like week 12.
Oh, no, you.
That's week 3.
Yeah. And this week on the Litterbox, Michelle did an AMA. She didn't ask me anything. Where she sat here and for it was like that's a good solid 10-minute episode, right? It was a decent length.
Yeah.
Yeah. She took your Patreon.
10 is a decent length.
Yeah.
I was gonna say that was average, but that's just me. So yeah, people asked Michelle some questions over on patreon.com/withoutparolegames, and then after a week or so of questions piling up, she answered them.
Mm-hmm.
It's pretty nice.
I did that.
And for the rest of the month, it's kind of an AMA month.
Yeah.
I did one a couple weeks ago, and Des is doing one next week, and
Have more
Jeremy's
questions for
doing
Jeremy?
one at the end of the month. So make sure you submit your questions for the AMAs on patreon.com/withoutparolegames.
Yeah.
And as Des so eloquently says every week on Gaming Without Parole, aka Why We Love PSVR, you can ask questions even if you're not a Patreon supporter. But if you want to hear the answer, you got to give us $1 a month.
Oh, I like that.
Now, before we dive into viewer takeover questions and comments, I do want to send a little bit of an apology out to our viewing audience.
Oh, geez, what'd you do this time?
Well, it's more like what I didn't do. For the last 2 years, I feel like I've been really good at responding to comments, Facebook messages, PlayStation Network messages, Twitter. Right?
Yeah.
I've been really good. I try to respond to everybody all the time, and things have gotten absolutely insane. Like the workload here has been piling up, so like trying to get videos out to you guys has been
Not to mention Skyrim came out.
Time-consuming. Skyrim is out.
Yeah.
We're trying to get a review together for that. Hopefully it's out by the time this video's out. They're doing construction next door, which really cuts into my sleep time. But also, there's more of you guys than ever. And that's amazing. We're really thrilled about that. But the problem is that means there's more comments, there's more Twitter messages, there's more everything. And I'm doing my absolute best to keep up with it all. But please don't be offended if I don't answer your question or you don't see your comment on Viewer Takeover.
Yeah.
It's just the way things have to be. I love you all.
He does.
He does.
That said, let's dive into the very first Viewer Takeover comment. Will Brinkley on the 12-hour Skyrim live stream.
Hey.
That was a fun day.
It was a fun day.
Had an absolute blast. And thank you for showing up and doing your part. And thank you, Des, for showing up.
That was the first time I ever did a live stream.
Yeah.
That was fun. I liked
it.
I would do another live stream.
Yeah, live streams are fucking fun.
Yeah, they are fun.
Yeah.
I liked that.
Although I feel bad because it's like I'm looking at the game and I'm like trying to read messages.
Yeah, it's like impossible to do both at the same time.
Yeah.
Well,
and then I end up realizing I'm going in
Brian
circles because I'm answering questions and I'm like, people are just watching me run in circles.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, but you were entertaining. You were really funny. I had a blast watching you.
And your straw.
I was trying to get a breaking news report together while you were doing your thing, and I couldn't stop watching you because it was entertaining. So thank you for that. So Will Brinkley on the 12-hour Skyrim live stream wrote, "Here's a tip, guys. Caffeine makes VR sickness worse. Have something in you other than just coffee. I've never experienced nausea before in VR, but I woke up this morning and yesterday and had a cup or two of coffee and jumped into Skyrim, and I was hurting within minutes both times. I ate something, jumped back in with 0 issues." Oh, no question marks. I forgot to save the document and reopen it. That's the question marks. Will makes an excellent point.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you're on an empty,
caffeinated and jittery and empty stomach.
Yeah, if you're on an empty stomach and you're drinking coffee, I've definitely experienced a little sickness before, and then I do the exact same thing. I'm like, I'm just gonna have a banana or have something real quick, have something light. Yeah. And I dive back in. I'm like, oh yeah, no, that wasn't the game. That was me.
Yeah, no. When I jumped into Skyrim, I ate right before I did it, and I think that's what got me to go a little bit longer than I normally would have.
Your baby stole all your food.
He is stealing all of my nutrition. It's true, constantly, which is why I'm constantly hungry.
Can pull out one of your dreads.
What's that gonna do?
I don't know.
Losing nutrition, hair.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah.
So we've got a lot of tips for overcoming motion sickness.
Yeah.
What do you guys think? What do you guys recommend other than eating?
So I noticed with the Skyrim, people commented about me having the field of view scope when I turn and move.
The FOV blinders.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I figured other games, I don't have them on, except the Eagle Flight. So I turned them off, and then I felt a little woozy. But that's funny about the comment because I had only drank coffee. I'd been up a few hours and only drank.
You said you hadn't
I
eaten
took
since
them off.
like 4.
Yeah. Took them off. I ate, and then I was like, I want to play Skyrim now, and then I had no problem.
Right.
Yeah, although I did put the blinders back on, so I don't know. But either way,
drink lots of water, eat.
Yeah, water.
Yeah. Don't be pregnant. That helps.
Don't be pregnant.
Don't be pregnant. That probably helps. Yeah.
Yep.
The big thing that always works for me, not that I'm susceptible to motion sickness, but something that helps me with immersion and just feeling a little more comfortable in the VR worlds, not PlayStation VR worlds, but is a fan. If you get a fan blowing on you from any direction, it really helps in just like the movement of air. Right, my apartment has a tendency to get real stagnant. Like the air just like kind of collects.
Yeah,
midair, and having a little air moving through the apartment helps a lot.
It's funny. My apartment's really cold, and I usually have a lot of layers on in the house. But then as soon as I start playing Skyrim, I'm like instantly like taking off layers left and right. Like you just get so hot so fast. So fan is definitely the way to go.
Yeah.
And also, if you're susceptible to motion sickness, then my big recommendation to you is just take your time. Like,
I know, take breaks too.
Yeah, take breaks for sure.
Breaks are awesome.
We've been kind of on this like really long journey with Desra, his journey of overcoming motion sickness.
Yeah.
And
oh, fuck!
Every time, scissors. Oh my gosh!
You finally got me. That was the
three.
That was the longest we've ever gone there. And sirens. Love him. So Des has been on this journey of overcoming motion sickness, and what he's been doing, he started off with games that were like, where there wasn't any motion.
Yeah.
And I know that this isn't what Will Brinkley's talking about. Will Brinkley's talking about, he's like, he's fine in VR, but on occasion he's got some motion sickness, and here's one of his problems. But if you do have a bigger problem with motion sickness, there are plenty of games to start with. You start off with Static, where you just sit in a chair and you like move your hands around. Start off with VR Invaders, where you just stand in one place and shoot enemies down. Job Simulator. Sneaky Bears, which was amazing for $5, but maybe not so much for $20.
Yeah.
Agreed.
There's plenty of games out there that are a lot of fun that can help you get used to being in VR. And then eventually, I know Des, one of his big moments was being able to sit and play Rush of Blood from beginning to end in one sitting, where it's like you're on a roller coaster, and he was totally fine with it.
Nice.
Yeah. My other recommendation.
Siren.
Whatever. My other recommendation. We did enough rock paper scissors slap for like 3 episodes.
You're just mad you keep losing.
Fine.
Scissors.
Damn. I'm really bad at this
You're
today.
really bad at that.
I keep thinking I'm going to get into his head too. I'm like, I know what he's doing next. No, I don't.
I know what he's
Shh. So what's the issue here?
Des.
Oh, PlayStation 4 Pro. If you have a PS4 Pro, everyone has pretty much said that it really helps with motion sickness.
Now it makes me wonder what all of them look like on a Pro.
Right? It does.
Oh, like Rush of Blood, would that look more improved on?
Slightly better, yeah. Ooh. Yeah, I mean, because there's even games
7?
that don't have a it looks great. Even games that don't have official PlayStation 4 Pro support, you can turn on the boost mode. Turn on the boost mode, and that like helps things out a bit. Don't play Skyrim on a PlayStation 4 Pro with boost mode on. We found out that causes problems.
Not so much.
Yeah.
Oh, it does.
Yeah, because it already supports Pro.
Yeah.
So don't add the boost mode on top of it. All right, you're up, Asia.
All right.
That's the longest viewer takeover question ever.
That was
Like
Derek
17
Hart.
minutes later. Hey, Derek
12-hour Skyrim live stream.
It's a popular one for comments.
It is. I give you credit for dealing with
It's
the
a
live
popular
chat,
video.
laughing out loud. I would have a tough time focusing on playing this with people constantly asking questions.
Seriously.
Just started playing this and had to give my eyeballs a break after an hour. Haven't played a VR game for that long since Resident Evil 7.
Yeah, seriously.
Yeah.
2 hours for me, but yeah. My eyeballs hurt afterwards. You were saying that.
Yeah.
You were like rubbing your eyes a lot.
With the normal PS4, just that constant, like, everything just not looking quite right. You start getting that fucking, that headache, So, I couldn't.
I wonder
do it
if
for
Derek
too long.
has a regular PS or a Pro.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a good question. So after 12 hours, and again, we have to keep this in perspective. I was only in for 10 and a half of those 12 hours.
Yep.
It's still a long freaking time.
Still a long freaking time. So I didn't have any problem with my eyes. When I took the headset off, I was like, I literally could have played for another couple hours.
Yeah.
But I didn't feel comfortable because I'd been sitting for so long. Like I needed to get up and kind of like
stretch and move.
Yeah, the whole thing. And and really, it was the next day that got to me. Like I don't know if this had more to do with like the VR aspect of it, with being in a different world for almost 12 hours straight.
Yeah.
But I went to bed just a couple hours after the stream was over, and I woke up the next day and I was like tired. I was depressed. I couldn't get out of bed. I was just like, man, what a crappy day I'm having.
Yeah.
And I was like, is this because of VR, or is this because? And I think this might be more accurate. I felt like I hung out with my friends for 12 hours straight.
Yeah.
Right? There were a bunch of people who were in the stream for 12 hours straight with us.
Yeah.
Right?
A lot of people stayed beginning to end as well.
Yeah.
Shout out to all you guys.
Fantastic.
shit.
Even if you only saw a little bit of the stream and you hung out,
That
you
was
commented,
amazing.
you were part of it, just hanging out with us.
Yeah.
It felt like I was legit hanging out with my
Yeah.
friends
Yeah.
for 12 hours straight. And so, like...
And then you woke up then.
Alone.
And well, even when I took the headset off immediately, because it was like, when you leave a party, you have you're at least walking away from the party. You get into your car, you drive away from the party. Maybe you're with your significant other
quiet time.
or somebody, and then and you're leaving, and it's a gradual. We're going away from the party. But after 12 hours of being in this party, I took off my headset and I was immediately alone.
Yeah,
and I was
yeah.
like, oh.
There was no gradual leaving.
I was
Nothing
like,
like that.
are you
It
guys
was
still
just-
in here?
Yeah.
I miss
Come
you all.
back, please,
I miss
Come
you.
back. Yeah.
I missed everybody immediately. I was
Jack.
like, it was
Jack.
oh god.
Come back.
You're all awesome. Thank you for hanging out with us. It was phenomenal. So what
did let him go.
But what I
She
did,
bitch.
you guys let me know when you're ready.
We're ready.
Sorry.
So the next day when I woke up and I wasn't feeling so hot, I was like a little depressed. I brewed some coffee. I watched Netflix. I kind of laid around the house,
Yeah.
and I was like, man, this is such a crappy day. I'm like, I'm not feeling anything. And then I put the headset back on.
You're like
A little hair of the
holy
dog, as they call it.
Yeah.
And I went back into Skyrim for another 9 hours, and I was like, this is where I fucking belong.
Yeah.
And
I'm home.
home.
Right?
And I didn't even
back.
have the stream going. I didn't have any comments, and I was like, I just felt good being back in that world.
Yeah.
It's like
I'm looking
crack.
forward to
the VR
playing tonight
hangover.
after the kids go to sleep. And there's no swearing. Well, I did last night. I got it all out. But I'm not going to do that
Yeah.
alone. But yeah, I can't wait. I'm excited to play it.
Cool. Yeah.
I ended this the live stream because I wanted to do some of the Dark Brotherhood shit. Turned it on earlier today to play it. I literally like kind of turned around, and where I had to go to complete that was like 5 feet behind me. So I did that.
Tuesdays
Nice.
are when I play VR the most too.
Yeah.
So I'll be excited to go home and play too.
Nice.
Yeah.
You're up, Asia.
All right. Poseidon SS viewer takeover.
What's up, Poseidon SS?
Hashtag viewer takeover.
That's a thing.
That's the thing.
Yep.
If/when VR movies become a thing,
Yeah.
when do you think it'll be like? What do you think it'll be like? What would you like to see in it?
Porn. Oh wait, we already have that. Good.
Anything Tim Burton.
Yeah,
Ooh,
absolutely.
I want
After
want
watching
Tim Burton
Element,
movies.
Yeah.
That would probably be awesome.
Coraline, anything.
Yeah. So yeah, I think it'd be great to see movies in VR. Who wouldn't? I think it'd be incredible. And yeah, I totally think it'll be a thing one day.
Absolutely.
And what would I want to see in it? Well, now it's hard to say because the movies we're used to are 2D or some just popping out or depth going in, not full
I think
immersion.
Avatar would have been cool in VR.
Avatar would have been sick.
Because they're so large, you know?
Yeah, the theaters would have to have pivotal chairs or something too, or chairs that you can. So like because there'd be things going on all around you in the theater and the movie. Or
All
would
right.
you do more 3D?
I'm gonna take.
I
a step
thought we were
back
talking
here.
about VR movies at home.
I'm gonna take a step back. I'm gonna say that long before VR ever comes into a theater, theaters will be gone.
Yeah.
Theater.
Right? Because I think VR headsets are like just filled with fucking germs and bacteria because on your face, sweat. Right? There's no way in hell that the 15-year-old
Bring
kid
your
they
own
hired
VR headset?
to sweep the floor is gonna sanitize every single one of those VR headsets. Right? So
My first job was a movie theater. Not gonna happen.
They say this fecal matter all over the seats, everywhere from people going gross humans.
I'll tell you what's over all the seats I've ever been in, and it ain't fecal matter.
Oh.
So VR at home,
Are we all
the
uncomfortable
movies.
now? Yeah, I think at home is obviously the future of movies. Like when movies come out, how awesome would it be to sit there pay your $10 or whatever it is to stream it at home in VR
you like
on
put
your
the,
couch.
Put the headset on, and then you can like walk into the theater and get your ticket.
There you go.
And go sit down.
Walk up to the
like the
concession
whole
stand,
thing.
get your
Yeah.
virtual
Like a make a thing.
Get
yeah.
your virtual.
Imagine
virtual
that's how they did
popcorn.
That would
it
just
all
be
the
disappointing.
time.
That's so sad.
Right?
Yeah,
Like,
you just ruined it for me.
Sit there with the move controls being like, like this isn't
What's happening? Yeah.
Lose weight.
virtual food. It's
Yeah,
zero
there you go.
calories.
What if it was like an app? You put your fucking headset on, you go into the app actually is like you walking in and you can choose what movie you want to see in your virtual
Love it.
theater.
Yeah.
You know, so there's
Oh,
several
I'm all in
selections.
now.
Do you think, you know, the Zephyr thing coming out that does the wind in your face? Do you think they'll add scents to that? Where it's like, this smells like popcorn.
Someday.
I
walked
bet
into
you
the
one
theater.
day. you
Someday,
know?
Wouldn't be too
absolutely.
bad.
Like they had the scratch and
Burn
sniff
that Resident
for,
Evil candle.
for
No
different
way.
things.
The
Yeah.
place already smells bad enough.
Right.
So I think the one thing I want to add to this conversation is that movies like you guys know by now is I was so excited for the theatrical remake of Stephen King's It.
Yeah.
Right? And I was disappointed not because it was a bad movie.
Oh, scary movies
It was
in
a
VR.
fun summer movie, but it wasn't a good scary movie.
Yeah.
And I'm wondering that if I watched that thing in VR, would it suddenly be scary? If I'm
I'd watch
suddenly
Krampus in VR.
totally watch Krampus.
That'd be awesome.
Krampus is
Yeah.
already a good movie.
I haven't
love
seen-
that
I wanted
movie.
to see it.
Oh, I like that movie.
good?
Yeah. The new one.
Yeah, the remake with
Yeah. I watched the old one
the dude from
recently.
Step Brothers.
All right, so Zeke Van Kalker on Viewer Takeover wrote, First off, I want to thank you guys for helping nudge me off the fence as to whether or not to buy PSVR. I love it, and your enthusiasm is infectious. With Bethesda releasing Skyrim, Fallout, and Doom, do you think other AAA studios will follow suit in releasing older games that already have a large following to mitigate the risk of developing for what is still a pretty niche market before diving into building games from scratch? Excellent question.
Yeah.
Say this piece by piece. Every time somebody says we convinced them to get a PlayStation VR,
That's awesome.
holy crap.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I hope you enjoy every moment of it. 'Cause
Where's your commission? You know?
we're not getting paid by Sony. This is bullshit.
Nope.
Yeah, I mean, PlayStation VR is the coolest thing I've ever bought in my entire life.
Yeah.
I'm just going to say that. And, you know, I thought, the original Nintendo was awesome. My Sega Genesis, all that crap back in the day.
Yeah.
My PlayStation 1 especially got a ton of love. But this is just like brand new world.
Yeah.
And so the fact that other people are super excited about it like we are, amazing.
Fantastic.
But yeah, what do you guys think of this? So obviously, Elder Scrolls 5 Skyrim is not a new game.
No.
And so I think Bethesda took the easy way out when it came to, hey, we're going to make a big, humongous, awesome VR game for you that we've already released 5 other times.
Yeah.
Which everyone was cool with.
Yeah.
Almost everyone's cool with, except for some of the naysayers out there like, I should get a discount because I bought this 5 times in the past.
Right.
Like, no one's making you buy it this
What
time.
What did our friend say? I want a keychain and a shirt or something like that. Yep.
There should be some kind of Skyrim rewards club.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Send in the UPC symbols from all the different ones you
How
bought.
many times you're in?
Here's
Right.
your fucking shirt.
Yeah.
Right? Here's a poster.
I want the poster, damn it.
Here's a soundtrack.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Bum 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 bum. I don't know. Is that not in there?
Nah, I don't know about that
I
one.
feel like it should be.
But yeah.
But the B side. Yeah, it's on the B side.
But yeah, what do you guys think? Like, obviously taking like PS3, 360 era games and throwing them into VR is totally doable.
Safe bet. Yeah.
Right? And this is the biggest 360 PS4 PS3 game there was.
I'd play him again.
As long as they're still making new games, I'd be totally cool with them putting out the old games again too.
When I think that's what's happening, the AAA companies don't want to take the risk of spending billions of dollars making new games. So yeah, absolutely, take your old back catalog of games, things that surprisingly I never played, and throw them into VR.
I mean, we keep getting the question anyways. What game would you choose that's not in VR and put it in VR?
You get that question all the time.
Yeah,
who
maybe
wouldn't do
they're
a Grand
listening.
Theft
Maybe they
Auto?
will.
I would
mean, that would
totally.
be
A
awesome.
first-person Grand Theft Auto.
Oh, totally.
Like Liberty City. Let's do
I think,
PS2.
I think I
right.
mentioned
Who cares?
Pokemon would be phenomenal.
Right, Pokemon. You said that in your AMA.
Yeah.
Katamari would be really fun in that,
Somebody said that in the comments. Katamari would be
nice.
fantastic.
Yeah, it'd be awesome.
And then I'm constantly like looking at my game
see which
collection.
one.
just
Right?
being
Like, all right,
and
what else do
really,
we have back
like,
here?
Any of
Throw
them,
it all in VR.
Honestly, like
Yeah.
any of them would be awesome. And like,
Definitely okay with it.
The one we always go back to, I think, is BioShock, especially the first one, because Rapture is such a great environment.
BioShock would be awesome.
It's not like this big sprawling open world, but it should be pretty easy to actually put into VR. And it's kind of
Enjoy
scary.
everything
it's creepy.
more.
Yeah.
I would even, Last of Us. Just a little spookiness.
I was thinking that,
yeah.
Mass
Yeah.
Effect, totally. Not Demon Souls,
Is he
surprisingly.
just
I bet
looking
you,
through the whole collection and listing them up?
Oh,
Demon
yeah.
Souls, I bet you would look like shit, unfortunately. But anyways,
Well, don't make Demon Souls.
great.
Jeremy
Yeah,
be
don't-
pissed.
It'll look like shit.
So many games, even games that weren't awesome, like Homefront. Games that you're like we had high hopes for that didn't like really live up to
Do
the
that
hype.
great, yeah.
You guys want to make your money back on those games that didn't sell well? Throw them into VR. We'll buy them.
We'll
I
buy
swear
it
we
again.
will.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
crazy.
As long as you keep making new games too.
Well, and that's the thing. Bigger
Yeah.
companies, they don't want to take the risk. They are big money industries for the bigger companies, and so they don't need to take a risk. They can give us these bigger titles that they just poured over, and then it's these smaller independent game companies that are making new experiences for us. So it's we're getting a healthy balance already. But I do hope that like Capcom brings us like when Resident Evil 8 comes along.
Yeah.
I hope they don't say, "Well, only 100,000 people played it in VR."
Yeah, we gave you 7. Just fucking.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah. They've got the engine made. It's like just give us the next one too.
Yeah.
yeah. All right, who's next?
Jeremy.
Me.
Jeremy.
Stephen Michael Wright. Is it
Stephen
like
Michael
Stephen
Wright.
Wright, like the comedian?
Well, I think that's why he added the Michael to make
Must
sure
be.
that you didn't say that.
If you would take over. I read it in his voice, like I hear in his, honestly, for what it's worth. Honestly, for what it's worth, Brian.
Wow.
This is hands down my favorite VR channel.
Thank you so
Woohoo!
much, Stephen Michael Wright.
We're doing it.
Yes, not Stephen Wright, but Michael Wright. You come off 100% genuine compared to many others, and listening to you is like just hanging out with friends, having a good conversation, which is great. You got something great here. Don't ever doubt it, bud. I am legitimately thankful I found this community. Much love.
That's
Ooh, what is that?
Fist?
Pork chop, an onion, and 2 glasses.
It's a fist. So he's doing a fist bump.
Is it a pork chop?
Peace sign, and then I think it's a beer.
I like what Jeremy said better.
Like some clinking
It's a pork
glasses,
chop.
right?
Clinking glasses.
Yep.
Oh,
Yeah,
peace sign, yep.
It's much easier to see.
Not an onion.
In color on the
I
on the
like
screen.
pork chop and onion. And
Pork
couple
chop and
beers.
onion.
I like pork chops and onions.
Yeah,
Okay.
that shows much love.
Stephen Michael Wright,
Thank you.
these are the kind of comments that make this channel worth doing. Obviously it can be really exhausting today, especially. I only got like 3 hours of sleep last night, and I'm going to be doing stuff for this channel literally from the moment I woke up today till about 5 o'clock in the morning tonight. So sometimes it's exhausting. Sometimes it's sometimes when I see everyone clicking dislike, I'm like, well, thanks for nothing.
Yeah.
But honestly, these are the kind of comments that make it all worthwhile. So thank you guys so much.
Much love right back.
Much love right back. We
Yes.
really do. We really do love you all.
Venison and something else, and then fist bumps. Back to you.
All right. Nikki Alstead Nielsen.
Nikki Alsted. Wow, this whole first, middle, and last name thing is a thing.
Right.
From PSVR Theater. This is directed towards you.
Yeah.
Where's the tie? Bro. I added that one in. That wasn't
Bro, yeah.
Not gonna lie, I'm a bit disappointed, Brian. Never got the story behind all the colorful ties either.
Well, there's a lot of new people watching the channel, so I figured we might as well talk about the ties.
Yes.
Right? So, here's the thing. Here's where the ties started. A few months back, I was editing and looking at myself, and I was like, man, I just look sloppy, right? Kind of a mess, I don't know. It didn't look very good, right? So
That's what I think when I look at myself too.
well, I mean, sometimes when you have to stare at yourself on a computer monitor editing, like, and you're like squinting your eyes, like zooming in real close. Sometimes you're like, man, you look garbage today, man. Sometimes you just hate yourself.
Look at my pores.
Sometimes you just hate yourself, and having to stare at yourself on a computer monitor just totally sucks. So what I noticed was that on Kinda Funny, I don't watch them as much as I used to, but what they do on YouTube. Every morning they do the Kinda Funny morning show, which is sort of what our show is like. We hang out and we talk, and it's like it's a mess, right? But then immediately after that they go into Kinda Funny Games Daily, and Greg Miller goes from being a dude in a t-shirt and jeans to like wearing nice clothes and a tie, and I was like, that change makes all the difference in the world.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
He the fact that he gets dressed up in like just moments later, we saw him looking like crap, and then here he is all dressed up.
Yeah.
It makes a huge difference.
Yeah.
And I was like, is that if I just wear a shirt and a tie, I'm like, will we be like kind of like
So maybe in the wrap up you should wear pajamas.
maybe
Yeah.
right? So I just wanted to like feel better about the way I looked and the way I presented myself, because I take this so seriously, and I just want you guys to know that.
Right.
I don't want to be like, oh, I just crawled out of bed. How you
Yeah.
doing today?
No pajama pants.
No, I'm actually wearing jeans.
I looked down too. I was like, does he?
No socks, no shoes, no socks. But so the tie deal is that my dad retired probably about
Retired.
about 10 years ago. And now when my dad retired, he was a school principal, like a middle school principal, and so every single year for his birthday, for Christmas, all the teachers, whatever, would buy him ties. Even my mom would buy him ties, right? Just got this closet full of ties that he doesn't wear anymore. He hasn't worn a single tie since he retired. God, it's not even funny.
It is, though.
Not even a little bit. And so when I decided I was going to start getting dressed up, I had literally one tie laying around here somewhere, like the only tie I've ever owned in my entire life. Yeah. Entire life.
Yeah.
It's like I'm hearing it everywhere now.
It's haunting me.
And so I went every time I go to see my parents now, which is pretty creepy.
There you go.
Wow. I grab a few more ties from his closet, and at first I was picky about them, and now I'm like, whatever, give me a couple more ties.
Just give me the ties.
Yeah.
Do you have to, is there like an exchange thing?
There isn't an exchanging. He doesn't want them back.
Okay.
He said, no, you're cleaning out my closet for me.
Yeah.
So, but the deal is that until this year, I didn't know how to tie a tie.
Ew.
Anytime I ever had to tie a tie, I would have to go on YouTube and be like, and follow the directions. And I don't know, is that what
Now
I'm
you're a
doing?
pro.
And so now every week,
Like
once a
your
week, I have to tie a
PlayStation.
tie.
I know.
And now I can do it. Now I can do it no problem. So here I am, an adult, just learned how to tie a tie.
Nice.
Yeah, pretty
You
epic.
said the word tie.
47 times.
Yeah, it was so many.
Yeah.
You should have a counter.
Yeah.
And that pretty much takes care of that.
So what does that mean? We look like shit?
Yeah, since I'm not coming after work anymore like I used to, like months back now. You know, I have no more ties. And
But you like work out and like you like take care of yourself.
Nothing
Maybe I
really
haven't in a
nice
while.
fits me anymore. So
And you're pregnant, so you just get an excuse for like the next 3 months.
lack of nutrition, losing your hair.
You're beautiful.
Is that a thing?
You have a glow about you.
You do
Okay.
a mama glow.
A mama glow.
Yeah. Mama V.
So if you want your
So-
comment or question about our viewer takeover, make sure you leave a comment or question pretty much anywhere. We'll be sure to find it. Maybe, possibly, eventually, maybe never.
Yeah, maybe never.
And I think that pretty much does it for the Midnight Gamescast for this week. I think all of us are going to go
does.
play Skyrim for about the rest
We
of our
are.
lives. Make sure you share
about
your
right.
Skyrim stories in the comments as well. We love hearing them.
Yeah.
Play the game.
Do it.
All right. For the Midnight Gamescast, I'm Brian. That's Jeremy. This is Michelle. And we'll see you next week. So her fiance's kid.
Oh, okay. And how old?
He's a game cat.
11.
Oh no, he's seen it.
Oh, he's seen it.
Oh no, somebody swears.
Oh, he's seen it.
Oh, he has. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Oh, it drives Jay insane. It's awesome.
That's funny. Like randomly,
It's
like
awesome.
not
Oh, yeah.
watching it.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
That's funny.
And so
Yeah, no, like at dinner.
Jay
Yeah.
was visibly mad about it at work the other day.
Really?
Right? And and I know he knows it pisses me off, and I think that's why he does it so much.
He does.
Yeah.
Yeah, he knows.
That's
Like,
funny.
that's awesome.
It's fucking hilarious.